Hello everyone and welcome to the second devlog. Yes, I know, it's been a long time since the first video, but I started working on the project again only recently. I would like to thank you all for the positive feedback. I really appreciate them. Okay, let's start with the main menu. For now it's very simple but functional. You can change the general volume or look at the game controls. I'm going to implement the key binding, but I will do it when the project is near the end, so I will have to do it once instead of constantly updating it. At the beginning of the game, you can choose a class to start. There are no differences in life points or stamina, but only in equipment, so each player can start with his favorite type of weapon. For now there are 3 of them. The first class starts with a shotgun and a more advanced armor. It's useful against mutants and allow you to take more shots, because with a shotgun you can basically one-shot every mutant or bandit you can find in the early game. The second class starts with an assault rifle and a lot of ammunition. Yeah, it's a classic one, but it goes well in any fight, close range, long range. It does pretty decent. The third one starts with a sniper rifle and a pistol. It's very strong from a long distance, as it allows the possibility of one shot against enemies in the early stage of the game. It is recommended for those who play with more caution and are always careful about what happens around them, because if you are caught by a group of mutants, it will be difficult to get alive with a pistol. Now let's move on to the mission system. It has taken a long time to build, because this is the first time I've tried to do it in a game. In fact, for now there are only 3 types of quests. Like, the first one is kill a specific enemy, the second one collect a determinate amount of item, and the third one is retrieve the diary of explorers whose tracks has been lost. These are all missions that can be repeated. Later on I will try to expand the type of missions available. If you have any ideas about interesting missions that I could implement, you can tell me in the comment, because if I will able to code them, I will definitely try to add them. You can check the status of each accepted mission from their menu. It's simple but effective. It says who gave you the quest and which point of the quest you are. If you want, you can also cancel it. This is because I decided to put a limit of the maximum number of quests you can accept. So you will have to choose which one you actually want to do. This will depend on the reward. To give an example, if I need ammunition for my rifle, then it will be better that I complete the quest that gave me, for example, 300 ammunition. To encourage the player to complete the mission from the reward they give, instead of buy everything from the sellers, I decided to put a limit on the amount they sell. This quantity will be then reset once in a while. The missions will be given by the sellers. Completing them will increase the reputation that will allow you to buy more advanced equipment. Standard thing of every game, basically. Each seller will specialize in something. So, for example, we will have the scientists who sell medical equipment, and as missions will ask you to collect samples of mutants. Then we can have the guy who sells Russian weapons, the guy who sells American, German, and so on. I remade the user interface while talking with an NPC. Before you could interact only by pressing the key corresponding to what you wanted to ask. It was not smooth at all, but easy to code. Instead, now you can use the mouse and click on the text. This makes the whole process of interacting with an NPC much smoother. So now I would like to talk about how you can enter a map. Initially you would leave the central map, so the hub, and go to the first map. From here you can choose which road to take to get to the other maps. As an idea it was nice, but in practice it was pretty boring, because it's a 2D game, so you can't see the horizon, and therefore you don't feel like you're approaching your destination. So, for example, walking through 3 maps just to get to the one I want to go was frustrating. The easiest solution is the fast travel, but I've never been a fan of fast travel in games. But in this one is fundamental because the speed of movement is not high and the weight decreases your movement speed. So, I choose to connect the maps via a railroad, because traveling with a train make more sense than magically teleporting yourself. From the hub you can decide which map to go. Obviously there will be a price to pay. This is necessary to avoid the player to enter the map, for example kill only 2 enemies and then return to the hub with an easy profit. Now instead you will have to evaluate if the loot you have collected is worth the price of the trip. I still have to draw the drain sprite, so what you saw here is only temporary. For this video is everything. I hope to upload videos more frequently, but not being good at writing and talking, it takes a lot of time to do a single video. Thanks to all of you.